Stephen Estrada.
Judge, Mr. Estrada was kind enough to let me know that somehow they said he was exposed to COVID, so I got him a mask. That's why he's wearing a mask. I don't know if it's true or not, but anyway, that's why.
All right, so we were scheduled for jury trial. Where are we?
Judge, you made an offer. I've thoroughly discussed the offer with Mr. Estrada. I've explained the consequences of not taking the offer and that the court will not take any agreement. It will just be an open point in court. I passed on the offer and I'll be real blunt. I've given him ojos that if he gets a lot higher, it's on him, not me, and I'm not going to feel guilty. He said that he wants a trial, so I'm passing it on to the court to get it.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date for this. It's criminal trial division. I need it as early as possible. All right, you're coming back for jury trial on February 6th. Your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you'll need to plead open to the court. You'll be brought over dressed for trial in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to speak to your attorney and do a clothing exchange. If there's an issue with the clothing exchange, let the court know.
Judge, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me come in today rather than Tuesday. And I'm still going to bet with you on the fact that they're going to cancel court.
You think they're going to cancel the court on that date?
It's not that I would, but I've just, you notice certain things like the sun rising in the east and setting on the west. After a while, you notice patterns.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I say something, ma'am?
Sure.
I just want to see if I'll be able to dismissal counsel. I've been incarcerated going on 3 years and I still to see yet the discovery pack on any racing arrest.
Oh, you want to see the evidence? State, can we put him in the box? Counsel, can you let him see the evidence? And if you want another attorney for your jury trial, they need to be ready for trial on February 6th. You understand?
No.
Judge, just be clear. I don't care one way or another,
Mhm.
but if you are going to put someone else on the case, please let me know so I won't.
Oh, no, he's going to have if he wants another attorney, you'll have to hire that attorney. And
What
that
is the
attorney
trial?
needs to be excused. That attorney needs to be ready for jury trial on February 6th. And state, if you'll let him and counsel, if you'll stay so he can see the state trial. Sure. Court is calling 2022 CR 7826A, State of Texas versus John Ray Perez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Pettis.
And are you Mr. Perez? All right, everyone, we're on the record, so I'm going to ask that you please whisper. If you cannot whisper, then do not talk while we're on the record. All right, did you review a document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision? With your attorney, did you understand it? All right, you're going to have to make sure you speak up.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you the same John Ray Perez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 7826A for the offense of burglary of a building with intent to commit theft on January 10th, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 8th day of November 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, John Ray Perez, committed the offense of evade arrest or detention in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
We're asking that you deny the motion and continue the defendant on community supervision. We would like to alter and amend the conditions for SATIF. And that's going to run concurrent with the new number 1, concurrent with County Court 2 case 721-097.
All right. And with regards to the county court cause number, is that case still open?
It is, Your Honor, because it's enhanceable. I would like the defendant's going to go down and plead directly after this sentencing to that cause.
All right, and who's the attorney on that case that's in misdemeanor court?
Feel like it's me now, so
You're just coming forward solving problems?
I'll take care of it, Judge.
All right, and Mr. Pettis, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
John Ray Pettis,
All right, so what's your drug issue?
Maryland.
All right, we're doing more than SATA for marijuana, are we not?
That's the only drug I do.
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear you.
All right, Mr. Pettis said the only problem he has is marijuana and nothing else.
Your Honor, we don't have any. We don't have any drug tests to confirm that there
Has-
was a violation to his outpatient program.
Have you done anything on probation other than
I went
not
to-
report, pick up a new case and not doing your drug testing?
I went to my classes.
What classes?
The drug classes. I think you said.
Obviously, they're not working, right?
Right.
So you're just telling me you'd rather go to 2 years to the state jail facility and then come out and use your marijuana?
No, Your Honor.
Then why are you using marijuana? Because I know people think marijuana is not a big deal. But I tell you what, in Texas, it is. And you can't smoke marijuana or use marijuana in brownies or cookies or whatever while you're on probation. You can't even drink alcohol while you're on probation in Texas. So would you like, if you want, I will grant this motion and I will send you to the state jail facility. You will be done. And if you choose to smoke marijuana, that's on you. If you get caught smoking marijuana, you're going to get arrested. That's on you. So if you want treatment, I will give you treatment. But if this is just, I'm doing my best right now to stay out of custody as quickly as possible, but you're still going to use, then now's your time to make the call because you know yourself better than your attorney does. And is there a family member here for you?
No, ma'am.
All right. So you know yourself better than I do and the attorneys do. So if you want, I will deny the motion of alternate amend conditions and send you to SATA. Or I will revoke you and I will revoke you and sentence you to 180 days.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
Mr. Pettis and I had a conversation. I think he wants to avoid having a felony conviction on his record. He doesn't have any other felony convictions before, so that was the reason why when probation recommended SATF, we're like, okay, we'll do it.
Okay.
I had the same reaction when I heard marijuana as well. I'm like, but unless that's different, Mr. Pettis, unless you want to do 180 days and just have a conviction on your record and do 106 months in state jail facility,
180 days.
It's day for day.
day for day, but it's a conviction on your record.
And let me just tell you what's going to end up happening. When I do that, if that's what you want, when you are released, you're going to immediately go back to doing what you previously been doing. And one or two things going to happen. Either you're going to pick up another evading case or something else is going to happen. And you're going to be right back in somebody's felony court or misdemeanor court or whatever. And your problems will still be there because when you stop running, your problem is still there.
No, I'd rather take the help.
Okay. And is there something you wish to say?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I believe after speaking with probation, his probation will need to be extended 6 months to accommodate the SATA
Okay.
judge.
All right, it will be extended. However, if you complete everything, then of course, you can ask for early termination. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna extend you for 2 years. Alternate amend conditions to do a referral to felony drug court. And if felony drug court doesn't accept him, then it will be SATA.
Great.
Felony drug court will be able to probably interview. Next week is a short week, but they may be able to get to you next week. And you need to be honest with them about your issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Probation, we'll do felony drug court first.
Yes, Judge, and then decided he's not accepted.
Yes, and that's to be while in custody.
Yes.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
There,
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
31.
All right, do you want to be the 31-year-old at the prison where somebody asks you why you're here and you say it's for marijuana? All right, do better.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Hey, Judge.
Thank you.
There's another case, Mr. Estrada. He really, really doesn't like me, which is why I didn't want to do the discovery, told me to stop.
Mhm.
I'm just telling you because I don't want to surprise you. I'm going to file motions to withdraw to protect myself.
Oh, I understand.
Okay.
Where is he? If you can come forward, sir.
And Robert Maurer threw his son under the bus and said that I asked him to take the case and he said no, but my son will.
Nobody can do as good as Eddie, Judge. He's the best judge I've ever seen. That's what I've ever seen.
His vision is
I would want
also,
him as my lawyer
Yeah.
if I were.
he has cataracts, so let's not.
All right, so I want to let you know something. You came before the court and you said that you had not seen the state's file. I'm being told that you no longer want to see the state's file. So let me just tell you what's going to end up happening. You're going to go to trial whether you've seen the evidence or not. That's completely up to you. The court gave you the opportunity to sit in court and look at the state's file. You're choosing not to. So you're going to come back for trial on that day. Do you understand?
It's not that I don't want to see it, Your Honor, it's just, I've been incarcerated going on 3 years and I just feel like I'm being rushed into something that.
Oh, no, you said you've been incarcerated for 3 years. So
Yes,
how
I
are you
have.
being rushed? You're going to
Exactly.
jury trial on February
And
6th.
I'm barely hearing anything about it just within these past couple months, man.
He was
No.
in another county, Judge.
I've been in another county, so this whole time I've been incarcerated, I haven't heard anything out of Bear
So let me
County.
ask you this. I want you to internalize what I'm saying. You were in custody in another county for what reason?
For ag robbery, allegedly.
So there you go. So this case is going to trial on February 6th. If you would like, I've given you the opportunity to sit in the box and read what the state has. What the state has in their file is what they have. The only,
I understand
The-
that, Your Honor.
here's the thing, the only thing about it, what's in the state's file are the names and police reports. Those people are not going to come in and let you talk to them right now because,
No,
that's
I-
not what
I
it is.
understand. I understand what you're saying.
but you can look at the file. So you're coming back for jury trial on February 6th.
That's fine, yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 10354, State of Texas versus Tony Torres. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
defense?
Jonathan Michelle for the defendant. We're ready.
Are you Mr. Torres?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Torres, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated third or more? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do. Just for the record, Judge, my client's made me aware that he has a learning disability, that he is bipolar. I've spent plenty of time with him. He understands what a jury trial is. He understands that he has the right to go to trial. He understands they're offering probation, and he understands
what's going to happen if he doesn't follow the rules. So I joined him in his waiver, asking the court to accept the plea agreement.
All right. And do you believe he was sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Torres, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am, 100%.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $500 fine. State recommends community supervision. There's to be ignition interlock for half the term, DWI intervention, VIP, and the 2-year driver's license suspension. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Judge, he's on, home monitor right now. He is not driving. He's not driving the vehicle.
State?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do both parties understand if he presents the court with an affidavit of non-driving and an affidavit of non-ownership of a vehicle, and there's no vehicle that he has access to, then the court will order scram or some sort of mobile device and not the ignition interlock. Does everyone understand?
We understand that, Judge. We've already turned that into you.
All right. So I know your plea bargain agreement stated for ignition interlock half the term, but are you okay or in agreement with there being a monitoring device, a mobile monitoring device?
Yes, Judge, that's just so that we can kind of make sure that we go with the fact or the assumption that they may have a car and then we can go from there.
All right. Going to show you what's entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
None from.
I keep looking this way. Showing you outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and 10 days house arrest in lieu of 10 days in the Bear County Jail. Did you understand
Yes,
that
ma'am.
those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, I do.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Good too.
State any evidence?
It all proceeds as if it's one of all attachments.
No objection.
All right. And state, are you going to have any objections to the 10 days house arrest?
No, you're.
All right, thank you. You may continue to confer. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor. We're asking to accept the plea agreement. He's done probation before and he's assured me he can follow the rules again.
All right, are you employed?
Oh, no, Social Security.
Okay, and what is the SSI for?
That was for learning disability.
Okay. Do you live with anyone?
Well, I have my own place, but I stay with my mom really because I live by myself.
Do you have any children?
Yes,
What are their ages?
16, 14, and 4.
All right, and do you have contact with them?
Yes,
How often?
all the time.
All
All the
right,
time.
all right, and what is up with the tattoo?
It's just, well, it's my daughter. Her feet,
Her what?
date of birth, her name.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison. The court, of course, is finding you guilty. Suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $500 fine to be probated. Ignition interlock for half the term. If he provides proof, and I see in the report that he's provide proof of non-driving. Once he provides proof of non-driving to probation and also non-ownership or non-access to a vehicle, then the court will let him remain on the monitoring device that he's currently on. And that will be for half the term. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 120 hours of community service restitution. If he would like, he can donate those hours at $7.25 per hour. Always tell people the food bank because there's always a shortage. But if there is some other charity you would like to donate to, you're more than welcome to donate to that, but not the human fund.
No, I've done it, I've done it to food bank.
You know what that is, right? All right. There is to be, since you don't work, it's going to be full house arrest for 10 days in lieu of 10 days at the Bear County Jail. And that's due to, now there's a lice infestation there. That's due to that and because of the uptick in COVID. So on that full house arrest, you're in your home for the 10 full days. You're not allowed to leave that home for 10 days. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. It can be at my mom.
Hmm?
It can be at my mom's or.
I mean, if your mother wants you to live with her, then it's 10 full days at your mom's house, but once you go, you can't leave.
Yes, I'll be there.
All right. There is to be proof of employment or SSI within 30 days. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There is to be 2 years driver's license suspension, DWI intervention, VIP live, DWI education, a referral to felony drug court, TAP evaluation out of custody, and probation will follow TAP evaluation recommendations. If they request inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. So either way, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment if he's not accepted into felony drug court. And there's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Yes, please. And if he completes parenting classes, he can use those in exchange for the community service hours, or either he can pay off community service hours. So you can either pay it off, but if you complete parenting classes, then the court will consider those hours satisfied. Oh, thank you. Field visit or more application. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm sure you what's entitled trial court certification of dependents. Right to appeal. Did you read that with me? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, I did.
Because this is a agreement, because I've eligible, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So I'm hoping you're going to be successful at this. If there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And let me just tell you this, when people drink alcohol, nobody ever expects to get intoxicated and kill somebody.
Yeah.
But sometimes that happens. Don't be that person who goes out, drinks, and you end up killing somebody. No alcohol for you, and you're not allowed to have alcohol, period, while on probation. You're not allowed to smoke marijuana. You can't have alcohol in your home at all. While you all right, good luck.
Thank you.
That's all I have in your document.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.